Hello. So I finally have got round to editing the third part of my Kew Orchid Festival walkthrough video. Just quickly, I am a bit puffy of cheek because I've just had my wisdom teeth extracted, and I think I'm on day 2 since that was done. So I'm feeling still a little bit flushed, still a little bit breathless, that kind of thing. So. From the general aesthetic, that is, but yeah, feeling very bit hamster cheekish. So yes, I thought I would just do a run through this particular section. We've already gone through the temperate room for orchids. We've also gone through the tropical orchid section. So if you want to see those, I would recommend going to part 2 of my walkthrough. The rest of this part 3 is probably more interesting for those of you who are interested in general plants rather than specifically orchids, although still obviously a heavy focus on orchids. But yeah, definitely this particular section is more interesting if you're into plants more than you are orchids. So hope you enjoy it. I'm not going to waffle on too much. I'll do a little bit of commentary as I did before, but again, I think I'll just keep it quite quiet and let you enjoy. So yeah, gonna get straight into it. So as we look at this first one, we've got a lovely little display of Phalaenopsis orchids. This particular one caught my eye because it just makes me think of like blackberry coulis in cream. Sounds really posh. Here was another lovely installation. I'll put details of the artist in the description box. Here we've got a gorgeous alocasia. I can't think of the name. But we've got a lovely selection of plants here, and a lot of these some of you will recognise as common house plants these days. So we've got a column of orchids up there, but I don't think many are in bloom. Coming down here we've got Begonia carolinifolia on the left there, and then I think that's Sizemore. Actually it might not be at the bottom, but an array of begonias there, and that, as you know, that is my fave section. Begonias, I love them. Here we've got a little kind of lean-to shack installation and some information about the forestry, the reforesting that Costa Rica is doing, and what an amazing job they have done of reforesting their country. There's some really cool masks here. I was kind of like eyeing these and thinking I would love to buy one of these and have it for some kind of like home ornament, but these are warrior masks, and I just love the colours. I love the energy that they put across. I just think they're really beautiful. This one in particular really caught my eye with the toucan at the top. But yes, love that. I know it's possibly not great for kind of video footage, but seeing the sun shining through all the beautiful plants in the Princess of Wales Conservatory was a real treat. Here we have some lovely orchids, sort of installed epiphytically. I think these are Oncidiums, but not totally sure. Then we've got a load more Phalaenopsis in that big installation at the back, also with a load of Tillandsias. Yeah, love it. I mean, I'm not sure how good this is footage-wise, but that sunshine, that was beautiful. It's obviously a little while ago now, but yeah, really, really pretty. I thought I'd spend a little bit more time just looking over these Phalaenopsis. I know that they are the basic supermarket orchid, but they are beautiful. So, I don't know, come at me in the comments if you feel differently. Yeah, and then we've got this gorgeous globe. I think I get a better shot a bit later of this, but it's gorgeous, gorgeous globe. And just some really pretty, delicate little flowers. Again, I think this is Oncidium, but please do feel free to correct me in the comments because I'm not good at my orchid classification. I'm trying. I'm trying to learn better, but I'm not there yet. Those little sort of pinky purple ones, I can't remember what they are, but I know that they grow in mountain regions. Some Musa Bananas. There's a little pond around here, and usually down to the left down here we have the I think it's temperate carnivorous section, but it might be tropical carnivorous section, but it was actually closed on this occasion. But there we go, some more bromeliads or tillandsia combined with beautiful Phalaenopsis. I think there's actually some fish in these little ponds. But yeah, so we've got some heliconias there. And here is that lovely sort of sunburst installation, which is meant to mimic a sunset. And I just think they've done that really beautifully, especially over the pond. But yeah, look at this little dude. I don't even know what that flower is. But yeah, I thought it was really pretty. Quite stunning sometimes to observe what nature can come up with. Quite incredible. Not an orchid, by the way, just to clarify. Now here, I spotted some air layering that they were doing, so I thought this was quite useful to have a look at, just to see Kew Gardens doing this in action. So air layering, for anyone who's not familiar, is a form of propagation that allows you to kind of prune back your more woody type of plants without causing them any damage. And also allows them to grow roots without just lopping the top off and hoping for the best with your propagation stick. But maybe I'll do a video on air layering another time. But yeah, maybe you can see why this is my favourite glass house in the world. There's just so many beautiful plants and gorgeous begonias. They put so much effort into these beautiful displays, and granted there aren't that many varieties of orchids in the main section, but there's something incredibly striking and beautiful about it all. Now, if you're a begonia fan, tell me what you see there. I mean, you know who's filming when there's lots of little begonia side shots. These archway installations are incredibly hard to film without getting other people in, and also with the sunshine and stuff, but I can't get over how many different varieties of Phalaenopsis they have. I mean, I know that there are an incredible amount of Phalaenopsis in the world, but they're just beautiful. These ones in particular I just thought were really pretty and unusual, and then we've got some more bromeliad types. But yeah, look at those. Those little spots are just gorgeous, and I'd actually really like to know what cultivar that particular one is, because it's very pretty. The reason I had a little shot of this section is that kind of area is normally where you see the, I think they're Chinese water dragons, I think they have in there. But you can see this particular part of the Princess of Wales Conservatory was shut off, so that area wasn't accessible as part of their kind of COVID-friendly route all the way through. And some gorgeous Hoya linearis all over again. I mean, I think I'm just doing the same pan of what we've already done, so clearly I was really enjoying this particular section. Now here are some more beautifully installed epiphytic orchids, and these, I couldn't really tell if these were Spathiphyllum or if they were Antheriums. I couldn't actually find a tag anywhere, but this is the real prize, my friends. Look at that gorgeous Antherium to the left. I don't know why I've just panned away from it, but I think that's Antherium Waraquianum, not Philodendron verrucosum. It's a bit misleading. There are some verrucosum, but it's not the ones it's not the ones it looks like it should be from where it's just put that that sign. The verrucosum are up and left a bit, but yeah, this gorgeous Waraquianum. What a beauty. And I can never remember the name, but another of the beautiful Antheriums. And up there, I don't know if you can see, right at the top, that's where you've got the verrucosum with some sort of fuzzy petioles. And it's because it's quite mature, it doesn't look quite like the verrucosums we see in our normal houseplant areas. But yeah, look at those Antherium leaves. They're absolutely gorgeous. And I think these are Antherium Clarinervium. I always get a bit confused between these and can't think of the name. But yeah, they are monsters in Kew Gardens. Well worth a look. More gorgeous orchids. Look at that spray. I mean, I really aspire to be able to grow orchids like this and make installations like that. I mean, I should probably learn which ones are which to begin with. And here we have some more lovely Vanda orchids. If you know me by now, I mean, after a couple of orchid videos, you probably do, you will know that I adore those Vandas. I think they're just gorgeous. So here we're on the opposite side of the main display of that lovely sunset piece of the main feature, basically, of the whole orchid festival. And it's quite nice to see it from the other side as well, because you get a bit more of an appreciation for those lovely Phalaenopsis columns that they have built and obviously have spent a heck of a lot of time on. And I think from this angle I realised a bit more how much thought they'd put into the colour coordination of everything. So that was lovely. Some more lovely bromeliads combined with some orchids. And now another beautiful archway. I think this section previously had been more of a home to Vanda Orchids in the previous orchid festival that Mum and I went to. But they, well, you'll see in a second, they only really have kind of the dead legs of the Vandas. But yeah, so this was obviously a more yellow themed archway. But yeah, here are the, I say dead legs, they're obviously not really dead, but they just don't have any blooms. So it almost looks a bit like a Vanda graveyard. Now this, I really like this particular kind of Tillandsia air plant style installation here, because I mean, you would never necessarily get your air plants lying exactly like that in the wild, but it just kind of really made me think about how we style our air plants in a very Instagram friendly way, but in the wild they grow on trees and not, you know, in frames or hanging off hooks or sitting on the wall. Now here's this lovely archway, which was a big photo spot for a lot of people. I love those pure white Phalaenopsis. Very, very pretty. They don't appear to have any colour on them at all, which is actually quite unique. Very gorgeous. Aha, now we're getting to the real Vanda city. Please tell me in the comments, am I alone, or are these just the most glorious, beautiful flowers? I think they probably do have to win my top prize for kind of favourite orchid genus, but I just love them. I mean, they're not spectacularly different They're all kind of very common features, either, you know, all one colour or two colours with spots, but there's something about them that I just absolutely love. Some staghorn ferns, lovely Platycerium. I'm not sure exactly which one this one is, but I just really like the size of that fella, and that gorgeous palm. Oh my goodness, what I wouldn't give to have that palm. Now here are a lot of miniature orchids that aren't in bloom, so I thought I'd just do a little pan across these for anyone who's a true orchid fanatic, just to see what Kew Gardens has growing, but it's actually quite difficult to see their labels, but hopefully anyone who's interested can kind of see what they want to from that. These very delicate little blooms are very, very pretty. And actually not ones that I've been familiar with, so it's been really nice to kind of go back and look these up from home. Here we've got a lovely vanilla orchid vine, because vanilla is in fact an orchid, and good old Nellie Isla, Cambria, which is everywhere, yeah. Not that I'm complaining, I love Nellie Isla, good old Nellie. So pretty. Just been hearing some thunder outside. We've been having a lot of thunderstorms here in Bournemouth, so I don't know if you can hear it, so if you do, then that's that. Look at that Spathiphyllum. What a monster. Now, my favourite section always of the Kew orchids is the Vanda wall. So I hope I'm not kind of reaching here, but I feel like there's not a great deal of variety between these Vandas, but they are just so stunning, and just really striking when they put them all on a single wall like this. What I wouldn't give to have a Vanda wall. Yeah, so pretty, so pretty. If you're into your Vandas as well, please tell me in the comments which one is your favourite, because I just really can't decide. Next time they have a orchid festival, I think I would really like to go on a weekday, so that it's a bit easier to film these beautiful orchids without kind of risking other people's privacy or people getting upset by being on camera, that kind of thing, because it was actually really difficult to film anything without getting other people in there, which is why I would have loved to get that Vanda wall without people in it, but not possible this time, I'm afraid. Another really lovely little installation, and this very pretty Cymbidium, which really caught my eye because it's kind of green, but also yellow, and also two very different coloured lips on the petals. So yeah, loved it. Loch Tay, this one. Lots of Loch named Cymbidiums in this particular section. We're kind of getting towards the end here now, so this was just a little recap of those Cymbidiums in that final walk place. But I actually really like this installation. I'm not always a big fan of Kew's art installation, but these ones in particular, I don't know, they just really clicked for me and I really like them. A little coffee cart. You might have seen earlier, there's some information about how coffee can be made more sustainable. And a lovely Cymbidium again. I have heard some criticism that maybe Kew should calm down on the Cymbidiums because they're not necessarily native to Costa Rica, but hey ho, they are very pretty. And I just wanted to get these little golden frogs in at the end because they're just so cute. I think there was 3 in total, can't quite remember, but I also just love this kind of fern area, so pretty. But yeah, this is right at the end. Yeah, there we go, there's another golden frog. And that is it, everyone. There we go. So that was the entire of the Kew Orchid Festival 2022 for Costa Rica. So I know I said I'm going to do 4 parts to this kind of video look around. The 4th part is going to be Kew Gardens Orchid Festival at night. So my mum and I went to the night exhibition, which was really, really cool. Loved it. It had a really different feel to it, going to see the Princess of Wales Conservatory at night. So be sure to look out for that one. It's very cool. I still need to make sure that it looks nice on camera and stuff, but I will post it either way anyway, so you can get a good feel for it. But I hope you have enjoyed this walkthrough. Sorry for my disheveledness. Next time I do a video, I won't have just recovered from my wisdom teeth being taken out. So yeah, I hope you're doing great. Don't forget to like and subscribe, comment, let me know what you enjoyed about this video. If there's anything in particular that you would really want to go and see yourself in Kew Gardens, I'd love to know, because it is one of my favourite places on earth, and the Princess of Wales Conservatory is for sure like top tier place on planet Earth. So yeah, let me know. Thanks guys, and I'll see you again next time.